At Illinois, I would agree. I mean, central to what we're all about is developing curriculum because, you know, a top research institution, it's research and teaching really that drives it. We didn't start out with a specific agenda for social entrepreneurship. We developed curriculum through what we call a Faculty Fellows program. And we've been doing that now for 5 years. And it's a fairly simple process. You might have similar kind of programs at your universities where if a faculty member wants to develop a new course in entrepreneurship, we offer $15,000. They use that money to develop the course, and then they have to have an agreement with the department head and the dean of that college to then offer that course for at least 2 or 3 years. If they want to take an existing course and infuse entrepreneurship principles, we pay $10,000, same kind of scenario. And what we found was that social entrepreneurship just naturally comes to the surface. You don't have to say, we would like to see, you know, courses designed specifically for social entrepreneurship, because then you have faculty from social work, from fine and applied arts, from foreign language that have this interest in social entrepreneurship. And I think our model really is more about channeling that creativity. How do you encourage faculty and students to express their creativity? Through the Fellows program, it's in curriculum. And I would say we've got about 50 fellows now, and we've added 10 new faculty every year. I would say of the 50 fellows, there are probably at least 40, maybe close to 50% now, that are developing curriculum in social entrepreneurship. Or at least they don't define it that way, but if you really look at what they're teaching, there is a very strong element. The other thing that we did early on is we surveyed all of our incoming freshmen in 2005. And what we found was that there was this incredible interest in our incoming freshmen to have careers that had purpose and meaning. So there was a lot of interest in, we didn't call it social entrepreneurship, but you can see that the students really had this passion. They wanted to be involved in careers where they're going to be able to express not only their interest, but their education and their experience in social, meaningful ways. So we knew that we had the student interest, we had faculty that had an interest in developing curriculum, and it kind of just evolved on its own. So that's pretty much how we launched it. Now, actually this semester I offered a new course in social entrepreneurship because you can kind of see the demand growing. And we didn't have a specific course titled Social Entrepreneurship, and I offered it through the College of Business. And I capped it at 70 students. It filled in 2 days. And we had at least another 70 students begging to get in for class. Now, I was warned, and I'll talk a little bit about how we're doing this, but my teaching approach is real applied. So when I teach any course, I want the students to take the content of that course and produce something that's meaningful. And in the social entrepreneurship class, we divide the 70 students into teams. And the teams have projects they're working on. So we have partners in India. We have partners through an organization that we developed called Entrepreneurs Without Borders. We have local not-for-profit organizations that the teams work with. So that's what they do. The first half of the semester, keep talking? Okay.
You didn't have to tell Tony to
No,
keep
you
talking.
don't want to tell me to keep talking.
Is this a graduate class or an undergraduate class?
This is undergraduate. And, but I was warned because they said, you know, some of the faculty said, you don't want to do 70 students in teams that actually are developing real projects. It's too much to do. And they were right. I mean, it's very difficult. Because remember, we have a lot of these students that may have taken a course or two in entrepreneurship, but really undergraduates, especially this whole concept of social entrepreneurship. So it takes a lot of work. So the first half of the course is really understanding the content, and now they're starting to apply it to these projects. And you know, there's a lot of coaching that goes on with that, and I could probably spend the rest of the afternoon talking about that particular course. But the idea there is
we have such kind of a base now of social entrepreneurship that when we offer courses specifically designed for that, we have an overwhelming response. So I think that's the encouraging thing. Now, that's not something that just evolved from our academy. That's because we've developed faculty in every college on campus now. The only, in our vet med school, we don't have a faculty that's teaching entrepreneurship, but we have other partnerships with them. Aside from that, we have faculty across the entire campus.